Hey, who'd you talk to? What's going on? It is me, Mike Lepre, King Mike L. This is Legit Paranormal Clips, brought to you by legitpodcast.com. I just noticed there's an error there. Watch. No, it's officially Legit Paranormal Clips, brought to you by legitpodcast.com. It is March 9th, 2023, which gives us 03092023 for the math geeks. I've got nothing. 3 divided by 9 divided by 3 is 3. 2 plus 3 is 5 minus 2 is 3. There you go. 2 3s on either side. I know I finagled that a little bit too much, but what are you going to do? Joining me, Block Island's own Ghost Rick. What's up, Rick?
What up, Mike? How you doing, brother?
You know, I now have to stop myself. I do a old man pause because I have said Block Island Ghost Tours incorrectly.
Ghost Island, baby.
Yeah, I've said that so many times that it's starting to wear on me. Like I'm mad at myself. So if you notice now, I stop and I go Block Island Ghost Tours. Like I got to stop because I want to say Ghost Island. I don't know why, but it just keeps coming out. How's things on the island, Rick?
It's beautiful out here right now. No wind today, which is always nice this time of year.
That's a plus.
I'm actually in the city. I don't know if you can see it over my shoulder tonight.
Oh, oh yeah?
Yeah, we're in the city on Block Island.
Nice.
Having
nice
pizza.
Billboard. Wow. Billboard says wow.
It says wow. Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
Nice billboard.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice. That's a pretty nice view. So Rick, as of now, we are awaiting the arrival of Buddy Money there. Also, Roxanne is apparently supposed to pop on. She's having trouble with wardrobe and makeup, meaning I think she just doesn't want to do it. I think that's what that means. I don't know. Like, look, I don't go through wardrobe and makeup. Like, this is just kind of how I look, and there you go. But of course, Buddy does go through. Well, speaking of that, Buddy does go through hair and makeup. I mean, to look that good,
it's tough. It doesn't. You just don't wake up looking like that.
No, it's hard to maintain that handsomeness. So Rick, the videos we're about to watch are from one gentleman and their own channel. But what I thought we'd start off with, because it's just me and you actually, is so last week, out of all the videos we showed, the scariest one to almost everybody I spoke with was the doorbell ones. The one with the guy at the doorbell. That's just scary as all hell. So now I found 2 more creepy doorbell rings that I'm really excited. Now this one, the one I'm about to show you, terrifies me the most. So this one is like, if I had a nightmare, it would be, let me see. I gotta get the right one. It's this one. This would be my absolute nightmare. Watch. Let me get a little bigger. All right, hold on. Now I actually got to go back to this. Hold on 1 second here. Hey, look at me in the video. Oh, look at me and Rick in the video.
We're still there.
Guys, joining us, Roxanne, the legit witch. Roxanne, I'm glad you made it out of here in makeup and wardrobe okay.
Kind of.
I'm just glad you made it out.
They do a wonderful job, Rox.
Yes.
We're redoing my shop, so it's a little crazy.
Yeah, I've been redoing the bar here at my house, which doesn't exist, and Rick's been working on the bar that he has. Right?
That's
right.
It.
It's all about getting ready for the season, right, guys?
Tomorrow night we open up.
I know. I'm excited. I'm not going to be there till next week, but I can't wait to come by.
Opening up now. This is a doorbell cam caught like early in the morning, and this truly would be a nightmare scenario for me. Oh, come on. Come on.
I love it.
No, come on. Seriously, look at the face. Look at the face. There's something wrong with the face. No, she's out to lunch, dude. Look, I'm not saying anything that she's just nuts. She's genuinely nuts. Roxanne, your thoughts on this woman being nuts?
My thoughts are, why the hell am I watching this?
Well, we're doing doorbell cams to start off with.
I missed that part of the show.
We have two really creepy ones to start off with. That was just one that I find terrifying. And Rick, I don't know about you, but if you woke up and that was on your thing, would that not scare you?
Well, I started to feel bad for my neighbors, like, because I think my neighbors would have me doing that.
Mm-hmm.
What?
What if we did a ding dong ditch in Block Island? That'd be kind of scary.
I don't think that would be appropriate. But hold on one second. Scary. Here it is. Wait. All right, here he is. All right, this one's terrifying for another reason. So I'm gonna let the guy talk. This is on Mr. Nightmare's YouTube channel. Be in the description below. Big fan of Mr. Nightmare. But what this is a guy who just broke up with his girl, and he said he was going to leave her alone.
By the ring doorbell of a viewer's friend Kayla in a small California. Kayla was being stalked by her crazy former friend Thomas, who became obsessed with her over time and would constantly express his alleged love for her, despite her telling him numerous times that she didn't feel the same way. The week that this footage was taken, Kayla was bombarded with texts and voicemails from Thomas. And as you can see, if you care to pause the video and read some of the texts, it starts with what seems to be Kayla accepting his apology for his behavior. However, as the texts and voicemails just keep coming in, she begins to realize how crazy he may be.
Yeah, no kidding.
What you're about to hear are some audio clips from different voicemails he's left on her phone after she had stopped answering him.
Hey, Kayla. Listen, I want to make sure you're not too worried about what happened at the party last week. I had an amazing time, and I think the company is beautiful, and I wanted to be with you when you were getting ready, and I was just so totally out of it, and I'm sorry. God, I think I might love you, and I'm sorry, and I'm gonna get this straight. I want to be there for you and be there for you, and I can't get you out of my fucking head, and I want to be there for you. God damn it.
All right. Stop the tapes. At this point, I hit delete. I already hit delete. I hit delete on this message. I blocked this phone number, and then I start to build like a fort and get ready for any kind of confrontation, because you got to get that kind of person out of your life ASAP. Like if and the thing is, when it comes to when you know how to get people out, one of the best people I know on that gets people out of places is Buddy Money. Yeah, I almost talked to you, but I was trying to speed it up. I didn't say it.
Oh my God, you guys are tremendous! Like that was awesome timing.
I didn't realize
I
this
don't know
was
what I
called
walked
caught
into,
on
but-
camera.
All I know is there was either a ghost coming out of Buddy's chest or there was some serious smoke.
There's a lot of
I don't
spiritual
know.
activity, Roxanne, here in this house. So yeah, I'm venturing that it was a ghost. I actually found the ghost of a beer that I had thought had long died in the back of my fridge just the other evening. This lovely, legit Paranormal brew, still alive and well, 8.5% alcohol by volume.
That was a good one.
Nice.
Through this evening's show.
That was a good beer, but so when we made those beers, we went in with the theory we were just going to make that beer, and then I pitched that on the guy, and we made these. And look at the little Nana on the corner with the wooden spoon. Yeah.
That's why your wife loved the wooden spoons at the store. It was your
look,
mother.
My whole family's rooted in wooden spoons. I don't know one aunt that didn't have a wooden spoon in her purse. Right, buddy?
Right.
If you happen to see a woman walking in the back, it's just Peg. She might be carrying a wooden spoon. I can't tell you if she's not, but she might.
If she could throw a wooden spoon and hit the camera from there, that'd be the most.
Oh no, she could. I just hope she doesn't throw a knife, because that would be dangerous.
Oh yeah, knives should never be thrown unless it's Jason Statham in The Expendables. Now, buddy, this guy Donnie is below, but his devices are not connected.
I will reach out to Donnie and tell him to log out and log back in.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And maybe connect his devices, if you will.
Oh, that's another good idea. Rick, what do you think of Buddy's good ideas so far?
Logging in, logging out, says Buddy.
Roxanne, your thoughts
Yeah.
on Buddy's quick decisions?
I mean, what else you gonna do? I mean, it was fantastic. Turn it on,
Yeah,
turn
right.
it off.
See, buddy. That's why I keep calling you
Buddy,
money.
I do that. Buddy, I do the same thing when the Dolphins is losing. I go, oh wait, I didn't see that loss. Shut it off. Put it back on.
You know what? I got to be honest, right? You know how people try to like say like, oh, this person's not this person's not that. I think the one thing that hurts Roxanne's incredible gifts of being a medium is being a Dolphins fan, because you know you should see that coming, right? Like you're not gonna win for a long time. It's just how, but buddy, are you prepared to not win for another long time?
Mike, don't speak words like that. This is
Okay,
our
first off-
time now. The Patriots are gonna crumble into
Oh, yeah.
mediocrity. The
Mike.
Bills are gonna shit their pants, and the Jets are never gonna do anything because that's what they do in New Jersey. And we're gonna win the division.
Mike, don't listen to him. I'm pretty sure he's in concussion protocol right now, like
Yeah,
the rest
right.
of the Dolphins team.
Oh wait.
Don't say those words, Rick. Don't say those words.
Oh, what's that?
Concussion
Oh wait, I think that
protocol.
was. Wait, I remember watching. Oh, I think what was that? Oh my God, it was the Patriots before Belichick became the coach. Oh, it was that. Oh my God, I watched TV and I.
So when
watched
you guys were
Dolphins,
good 30
and
years
then I
ago,
all of a sudden saw that the entire Patriots team
You know.
was empty. So a bunch of you are bandwagon fans, like me and Buddy. I've been fans since the beginning of time. We're
Right.
used to losing, and we're used to beating you guys at the time when needed.
Roxanne,
That's it. And I'll
Roxanne,
just tell you.
it's time to cut the cord. Why
No.
do that to yourself? It's been how many years?
I'm
Don't
gonna
do it to yourself. Come on
I'm
over.
gonna say I'm
We
gonna
got
say
room
one,
for one more.
Come
And
on.
we got room for two more.
Oh, fuck outta
Never.
here.
I'm gonna-
Right.
I'm gonna make
Never.
2 points of interest. One. The Dolphins haven't even been in a Super Bowl since '84.
I was 5.
That's like a long time ago.
I was 5.
But secondly, just to disrespect the Patriots,
That was
also
one.
everybody from the Red Sox 7th inning stretch of Sweet Caroline, all those party people that just used to go to games because they like to throw parties and they like the fact that they're winning. All those people stopped going to the Patriots over the last year, and the stands were empty. But you know
Yeah.
what? The real
The
fans,
stands were empty.
they weren't. They weren't.
Like,
There's no party going on. There's no more pink hats. Like just no offense, Roxanne, but just pink hats everywhere. Once pink hats started, it changed sports. Now let's digress. Bring this back, buddy, and let's start off with one of his videos first because he keeps popping on, and I can try to add him, but
He popped on again. I don't know. Device still
like-
not connected.
I don't know if he's real now because he's there, but he's just all right. What do you want to go with? Let's go
I know.
with.
I'm starting to feel like people are afraid to get on this podcast.
I wouldn't know. It might be my stupid head. Let's.
Trying to feeling it.
Let me just look.
I'm gonna go with this one.
Yeah, all right. You
Wit what? Wit. It's called wit. What's whatever it's called. Wit. What?
WTH.
Oh yeah, but
What
that's
the-
not a wit.
I just
What the
want
hell? What the
Me,
hell?
man. I thought it said wit. Stupid of me. Hold on. All right, ready and share. Here we go.
It's some evidence for something that happened at the time that makes you go, what the heck was that? The Spirit Guides team did an investigation at a private home in Virginia. We set the trail camp to take 10-second videos every minute, all night long. Most of the time, we didn't get anything unexpected. We got bugs. These aren't orbs or light anomalies, which are really quite rare. They're garden variety bugs, literally. But then, a little after 3 a.m., well, hello there. Who are you? Peekaboo. Please feel free to take a selfie. Never mind, it looks like the IR light is flashing a bit. It is, only because the batteries are getting weak. We've seen it do that before. This is weird, though. This light anomaly looks like a self-contained, self-illuminated light. It's not reflecting off anything, and it pops in to say hi numerous times between 3:12 a.m. and 3:37 a.m. only. Nothing before and nothing after. When we catch something like this, we don't try to tell you what it is because we don't know ourselves. We can't explain. So we'll throw it out there to you folks. What do you think it is? What the heck was that?
All right. Before we continue, joining us is Donnie himself. Donnie, thanks for joining us. How are you tonight?
I'm doing good. Just technical difficulties on, I guess, my end.
Yeah, they're called TDs. They happen all the time. Not VDs, but TDs. I'm very well used
We don't
to it.
want no BD.
No, we don't want those. We'll deal with
Well,
TDs. Now, Donnie.
We also have the state technical difficulty,
Yeah, that's
which
true. That's true.
which is the STD.
All right. Well,
Definitely don't want any of those out of my age.
let me keep
Do
the ship
you
going
want your
forward.
pizza here, sir?
Here we go. Now, there's a pizza in the frame. That's a nice pizza. That's
That is
actually
a-
a nice looking pizza. I'll be honest. Now, Donnie, what we just saw, where it's the light on the right side of the screen.
Yes.
All right. Rick, what did you think you saw on that thing, or would you like me to rewind it again?
At first, I wasn't sure what I was seeing, but at the end, right as they're about to clip off, it looks like two faces, which I definitely saw. Which is pretty neat.
Buddy, what about you in the light? Now,
I
see. My problem is,
I honestly, I just gotta say, I really appreciate how you guys pointed out there were the bugs and this dust and this is not.
yeah.
The
Cleaned it up
light.
nice.
What are we looking at? The light just appearing, or did it blank in and out, or I'm just not sure what. That's why this one in particular, when I saw it, I wanted Donnie to kind of explain what we were looking at.
Yeah, I know, but it's better. It's better for us to look like fools first and try to guess what we think we're seeing, and then Donnie can
I
tell
did
us.
see some sort of an anomaly, like where Rick describes seeing a face, where you can almost see that.
All right. Here's my issue, buddy. I thought I saw that same light on the screen the whole time, but
Yeah.
then again, I just could be old. Like that was my issue watching it. So that's why I want to watch it again. Like I don't know if what I saw was there the whole time. Roxanne, did you notice the light? I know you keep clicking on and off. You must be upset about the Dolphins comments, but
Hi.
did you see the light on the right side?
I don't know. It's all a little suspicious to me for some reason. Like I saw the first reflection. I'm glad they made that comment about the reflection because you could clearly see it. The one that was coming from the top of the trees down,
I didn't even see that.
that's the one I was looking at. They had the little arrow on it.
All right, let's redo this.
Yeah, let's watch it again.
By the way, I think Donnie moved closer to the camera once he heard the word suspicious. Let us watch it again.
Investigation at a private home in
I
Virginia.
can't explain it. Nobody
Said
can.
12
And
a.m.
if
take 10
I
second
had it
videos
all on
every 3 minutes
footage.
all night long. Most of the night, we didn't get anything unexpected. We got bugs. These aren't orbs or light
Like a
anomalies,
cartoon.
which are really quite rare.
Nice cartoon.
They're garden variety bugs, literally. But then, a little after 3 a.m., well, hello there. Who are you?
Okay.
Peekaboo.
Yeah, Larry.
Please feel free to take a selfie. Never mind, it looks like the IR light is flashing a bit. It is, only because the batteries are getting weak. We've seen it do that before.
All right, but
This is weird, though.
all right, Donnie.
Yeah.
Explain this to me because what I'm seeing is that light is kind of there that whole time, but like I said,
It's not really as
No, you gotta go a little further in the video. You missed the part where the light actually comes in where they're explaining that might be a thing. So play it from that spot where you stopped at.
buddy. Are you gonna let her speak to me like that?
Mike, she's yeah, I don't know. She's the girl on the show, so yeah.
This light anomaly looks like a self-contained, self-illuminated light. It's not reflecting off anything, and it pops in to say hi numerous times between 3:12 a.m. and 3:37 a.m. only. Nothing before and nothing after. When we catch something like this, we don't try to tell you what it is because we really don't know ourselves. We can't explain it. So we'll throw it out there to you folks. What do you think it is? What the heck was that?
I'll be honest. The more I watch it, the more I'm starting to see things and get confused. So let's start with Buddy on this. Buddy, what are you seeing?
So I'm definitely seeing some sort of anomaly around the light. In the first one, the second one that Rick was saying that he was seeing a face, you could somewhat see facial features, I think, in the anomaly. But maybe is it us reading into that? Is that what we're trying to see? Is it really that? I couldn't tell you.
All right, Rick.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the beginning. I saw, maybe it was a perspective thing, but I saw what looked like an angel outline, real small, and then towards the end, I saw a couple of faces.
Roxanne.
So I'm also a paranormal investigator and whatever that is today. But I will say this, if this was my footage and I saw this, I would just say, okay, we're going to put little notations. It was 3:15. Let's try to recapture this. It could be something that's fractioning within that time period. If we can catch it multiple times and debunk it ourselves, then we could start looking into it a little bit deeper. I definitely see a self-reflection. If we see faces in it, then I would also say at that point, was someone holding the camera, or is this a freestand camera? So that's a question I would have to ask you. So let's knock out the most logical reasons that this could be happening, and then we can dive deeper into the unexplained. And I think that's the exciting part. So was there someone there like holding this footage, or was this in a tree? Was there any reflective light, mirrors, other cameras, things like that? When this was recorded to send it to us, did someone else record this with a camera phone, whatever, and then send it to us, like those type of things?
It's funny you ask all those questions because Donnie's right there to the other side of you.
Yeah, I think it's great.
Donnie, go ahead.
All right. Well, I'll tell you right now, this is a freestanding camera tied to a tree.
Okay.
The family asked us to come out and investigate, and they had seen a woman apparently in the yard late at night. So it's a freestanding camera. This is so far out in the country, if you turn up the volume on that footage, you'll hear the background noise of the camera itself. But other than that, there's no chance of it being a car light or anything like that. This is so far out in the woods in my area. That's why we put it out there. What do you all think? We put it before our colleagues here in the area, and they were like, well, could it be a car? I said, turn up the volume, you don't hear a car. And in our area, if you know the acoustics, at that time in the morning, you could hear a gnat fart.
Well, and you know what? So was this a night vision camera? Does it have a light that comes on when it detects motion?
This was actually a trail cam.
A trail cam.
Okay. So does it there's very different variations of trail cams, from like $20 to like hundreds of dollars. Does this like put on a light when it detects like a motion?
Yes, but I had it set for burst, so it wouldn't be activated by anybody being there.
Okay, but all those bugs and those things that you were capturing and fireflies and things like that are all light illuminated. So they all have like lights to them, a light frequency. So when that energy is picking it up, it is also capturing it. Correct?
Indeed.
Like
in fact, if we had showed the other footage prior to, since it was in the spring, you would have seen the pollen blowing around.
Fair enough. So Donnie,
I like that it's at night, and I like that the camera's picking up the light frequencies at night that we're able to see. I think it's like kind of painting a black canvas and then things picking up behind it. I'm just, like I said, I always send out like the most logical reasons, because I also want to get excited about these different things that we're able to capture on technology today. So I'm not trying to say that it isn't, because I can't.
Oh no, I'm trying to ask what is it?
Right.
Right.
Yeah, no. You're narrowing down. You're just chopping away at stuff. And you're trying to get to the core of what it really is.
That's what we did. We are known for debunking ourselves.
Yeah, Donnie, you have the core, and you're trying to figure out
what the hell is that?
Yeah, what grows around?
Right, exactly, right. At the end of the day, like that's kind of what we're all kind of getting down to, right? Is like, what is it that we caught on those cameras, and how exciting if it's something that's unknown, right? We want to investigate that more.
So we're going out on a limb and ask Rick what he thinks.
Donnie, I got a question. Why was that camera there in the first place? Like, like what made you set up a trail cam and like there was you guys a suspect of something?
Because
or-
there was,
What state are you in, Donnie?
I'm in Virginia.
Here we go.
Nice.
Went to Fort Defiance. Love Virginia.
All right. Well, part of the thing is, give you a little history about me. I've been dealing with spirits since I was a kid.
Gotcha.
I used to cleanse houses, getting rid of negative energy. I kept up in the spirits. My ex-wife and I teamed up. She bought me some gear, and we started investigating with a bunch of like-minded friends. And then we took off from there. And I'm also a Reiki master. I am sensitive. I'm an empath, and when I feel like something's in that area, I should set a camera. I do it.
Nice.
Does that
That's
make
awesome.
sense?
All right, cool. Now I get what you're putting down.
Now, can I say something?
Go ahead.
I think that's amazing. You know, we all work in frequencies of energies, and I think that's fantastic that you feel like something, so you needed to put it there, and there was something important for you to capture. One thing I would look into a little bit, you said it's Virginia?
Yeah.
So obviously some of our states here in the Revolutionary War and things like that may have some reflective energies. And the other thing that I'm throwing out as a psychic medium myself, and trees hold memories and energy. So I'm curious, where we saw that light towards the end of your video, not the one that was coming off that definitely looked reflective, but the secondary one where it looked like it was coming from the tree bark. A lot of times trees hold memory. And so your camera could have been picking up on something that what you guys, we would all think is, you know, paranormal or the unknown. And it doesn't really form, or like some of you had saw faces, and it could have, because the tree has memory. So that video could have picked up a memory from before that almost became like the tree was like a movie screen in a way, and like a reflective. Does that make sense?
Actually, it does, because what I didn't tell you is on that right side, they had it fenced off so the animals wouldn't get into it. Was an old well that belonged to the property.
There we go. Water is a #1 conduit.
I know.
Mirrors, reflection, capsules of time.
But this was so overgrown, I don't think you can get any reflection off any water there. But they do attract spirits, especially around this area. I live in Civil War Central.
Hey,
And this is the other thing that could be. I'm sorry if I just cut someone off who was trying to speak. I have got a delay on my Zoom, so I apologize if it sounds like I'm cutting some off, because I hear it as an echo. So I apologize for that. Water is also a mirror and reflective. So if you have a camera or anything there, many things, it will pull a lot of spiritual memory, and it will actually be like a camera system. So you are actually catching paranormal stuff. Or it could also be that reflection that we're seeing that was like a ripple. I'm just throwing that out there.
Donnie,
Individual.
before you go on, buddy, I know you're not following along at all to what they're saying.
I'm completely following along.
No, I know. I can look at your face. I know how lost you are. So
I'm not lost at all, Mike. I'm the paranormal investigator.
Buddy, let me say something that'll make me and you
Why
connect.
don't you go put on a basketball game, guy?
And we'll feel better. All right?
Who are you talking to?
Listen, ever notice when you look in the mirror that it's not really you?
Yeah, coming on.
Like your left hand is that guy's right hand. Doesn't that bother you?
That's too much.
I don't get that, Mike. No, I just see my beautiful face, and that's all I can think about.
You know what? I picked the wrong person.
Yeah,
You're right. I picked the wrong person
Wow.
to use that
Look at that
analogy
beard.
on.
I mean, it's not like Donnie's beard, which is absolutely epic, by the way.
Listen,
but,
Thank you.
like,
listen,
wow. That's
Donnie
why
can play
all I see,
bass. Donnie's on bass. You're on drums. I'll play guitar. We got a band. Just look at us.
Hey, funny that you say that, because I used to play bass. I actually play guitar, and I used to dabble in drums.
Wow.
So did I.
We're getting the band back together.
So did I.
Wait a minute,
Rick
Donnie.
plays. Go ahead,
I
Rock.
have an idea for you. So,
Whoa.
is this a location that you typically like to go to? You're spiritually connected to?
No, actually, it was my mother's cousin's daughter contacted her mother saying, "Hey, Donnie's a paranormal investigator. You might want to come by and check out the house."
All right. Donnie,
That
you
got
met-
crazy, didn't it?
Donnie, I got to
No.
be honest. Wait,
I thought that was a great family trait that I just
But-
heard. That was like
but
a
Roxanne,
little ancestry
listen,
thing. It was
wait.
fantastic.
Roxanne, we're from the Northeast, Donnie. From like the states that you shouldn't trust. You know, the shady people up Northeast that they're skeptical about everything. But did you just say mother's daughter's cousin?
No, my mother's cousin, first cousin.
Oh,
My
I
mother,
thought there was- did
my
you-
mother's belated and long gone.
Oh, I apologize for that. But didn't you guys think it was something like that? Because like I got lost with that one. Like that was like I was like, is that it?
No, I'm not from West Virginia.
Oh, all right, good. Noted. Duly noted. All right, let us move on to this next video. The bridegroom. Who's
Mike,
calling?
hold on.
Good.
Mike, hold on.
Mike, hold on.
Yeah, I'm holding. What are you choking on? Pizza?
We got a very special thing that's happening right here.
Oh, Jesus.
Rick, if your pants are off, dude, I'm out. Just saying.
That's for the Patreon.
I don't.
But
know,
we do have Mr. Magic Rob Martin in the basement in the cellar tonight.
Oh.
How
I
are
don't know
you,
if
Rob?
you guys know Rob.
Hey, everybody.
He's a fellow Jedi, and he also is the Island Magician.
Oh.
Yeah, I also
Nice.
realized Rick should not do introductions. What's up, Rob?
How you doing, man? I love your hat.
Yeah, dude, thank you. You can have it when I see you next. I got it.
Please,
Like,
I got a couple like that. I
I got it at Apex back when Apex was open.
Say hi to Roxanne.
That's how old it is.
Where's the witch?
He's down there.
She's
Got it.
close.
What's up,
She's
Rob?
in and out. She's doing the Vogue. She's doing the Vogue like.
I'm back.
She vanished.
There you go.
That was part of his whole magic trick. You didn't realize he just totally made me vanish. As soon as you like introduced me, he's like, bam, she's out.
Hey, buddy. You know what's funny is they call him Magic. Just Magic.
He's
Now,
a magic man, Mike.
now here's the
Well, I
thing,
call
right?
him Magic Mike.
Well, see, that's a whole other story for different
Yes,
show.
right.
You can tune in later tonight at 3 a.m. when we explain that. But
Also on the Patreon.
but
Yes.
buddy, I immediately think of Magic Johnson. Like that's where my mind goes. I'm like Magic.
Yeah.
Oh,
Magic
yeah.
being called
Well,
Magic.
being the sports guy that you would. I think of what's that movie? Ricky Bobby, the Magic Man. Now you see me.
Yes.
Now you don't.
Mm-hmm.
You know that. I think of that immediately.
But
If you're
so,
not
Rob,
first, you're last.
I've
Yeah,
heard,
right.
I've heard nothing but great things about your Magic.
I have too.
Um,
Yeah.
That's
Thank you.
which-
Yeah. I suppose having the nickname Magic, well, the three
Rob.
famous names,
It's supposed to be
you know.
Yeah.
But
dude, I can't say
you got a
sh-
basketball player, a stripper, and then some other stuff. But when you
I
go to a
can't say-
convention and they're like, "Oh, I'm Block, I only know he's Magic," and all the other guys are magicians, they're like,
Yep.
"So your nickname's Magic?"
Yes.
that. All right.
It's like, no, that's just what they call me because they don't know my name.
So Joe Britlin, who's on our show, is called Joey Paranormal. That aggravates a lot of guests that he calls himself. Well, he doesn't call himself that. We call him Joey Paranormal. And secondly, who am I to talk? I call myself King. Now, Donnie, we're gonna watch the brides at Hanover Tavern. Is that correct? Hanover Tavern.
You show me the clips, it probably is.
Wait, have we finished with Donnie in his last clip? What is Donnie?
No,
saying
yeah,
about
we're
our-
finished with that. Let's move on.
Oh, I think we are.
Okay.
Boy, we're not. Roxanne, see, did you guys hear that? Did you hear the way? the tail
Okay,
off?
right at the end. Yeah. I heard it.
Listen, when someone tails off on you like that, no, they're not finished. They go, "Oh, we're finished." Okay. It's like, oh shit, we're not finished, but we are. Let's go to this. It's the bride's room. Let's see what we got here and play.
Two weird little things now.
It looks like that '80s video, Dire Straits.
Anybody ever seen stickfigure.com?
No, I'm interested though. First, wait.
Here with us. Thanks for coming.
Mike, by the way, this is like the same technology we were using on Block Island. So just
I'm interested in the way the red one's positioned. His legs seem off. Like now he's doing the dog style. Ah, never mind.
Oh, looks like somebody squatted in there trying to hide.
Yeah, the red one. The red one's been doing some freaky stuff.
Yeah,
It almost
contortionist.
looks like It almost looks like it's like a praying mantis.
Oh,
And the other one's not
with a tail.
The other one's doing all sorts of stuff.
That's good.
She is moving. Yeah.
And what is this we're seeing
That's
on
a
the right
person.
side? That's
That's
an
a person.
actual person.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. We'll explain what we're seeing after we mistakenly claim what we saw.
This is
Look
SLS
out.
technology, by the way, guys.
Now, so Donnie, as we're watching this, let me stop for a second. What app is this that is being used?
This is an SLS camera.
It's not even an
SOS.
app. It's a camera. Yeah.
SOS.
Do you know?
The Xbox, right?
Yeah.
I don't. Tell me about it.
It's actually a Xbox attached to a tablet.
Wow.
Right.
That's kind
Now,
of MacGyver of you.
Well, the thing is you got to be very careful with it. It took me a long time before I got one, as it will map objects and furniture, pillars, and everything else. But when you get something between two people, after it's mapped them and it's not the furniture, then you might have something there.
All right. So,
When they get interactive is when you know you got something there.
Right.
Yeah.
And honestly, Donnie, I investigated with Mike and Rick on Block Island a few weeks ago, and we were standing at the top of a stairwell and saw a stick figure was just standing there, on the SLS camera. And it just stood there the entire time. I don't know if it was the banister that it was.
No, that's the
around,
follow
but
me
it
into the
looked
room,
awful
buddy.
like just a stick figure person.
No, buddy. Those figures followed me into the room. When I went in that room and you closed the door on me, I told you to close it.
And they did things to you, Mike, didn't they? Right?
Excuse me. Is this the one where somebody fell down the stairs?
Filler was pushed.
Pushed.
No,
I've
that was
been
actually a
playing on the
different
staircase
location.
before.
That was actually a different location, and I was there, and there's a whole story on that. But if you guys want to talk about that, we can bring her on, and we can do a whole little clips and video with that.
Sorry, I thought it was the same situation. My bad.
No,
Hey, buddy.
but I think that'd be a great clips video.
Do you know where we're at right now?
We're watching this SLS.
No. Conversational wise, what did they just say? Break that
You talking
down.
to me?
No, buddy, not you, Rob. I know you know what you said. I'm asking, buddy. Speaks also a member of the dumb with
His
me.
name's Buddy. Yeah, my bad.
Buddy.
They were talking about what was going on in the thing, Mike.
Yeah, that's what they're talking about. Boy, buddy. Now, Donnie, what are you smoking?
A cigarette. Listen.
Oh, good for you,
Wait,
Donnie.
there you go.
I quit 10 years ago, but God bless you. I love smoking.
Brand loyalty is huge. Now, here's my issue with this. We did pick this up on our videoing, and it was, I don't know, bizarre to say the least. But now, I guess the problem I have with this stuff is, first of all, it's an Xbox camera, so I get scared with that right away. But secondly, that red thing, and I'm not saying there's nothing there. I'm just wondering what it's actually picking up, because I always assume what I'm seeing is in the image and shape of an actual ghost. And if so, everybody watch the red one on the left. He's sitting down with his legs crossed, his arms are out. Right? Look, he's waving. He's crossing his legs like a cricket. Watch, arms down. See him? The pink one's doing some sort of weird shit where he's slapping himself like Michael Jackson. But watch. Look at the red one. Look now. What happened there? Praying mantis. How the freak did he do that?
Maybe
you guys
he's
see what I'm saying?
fortunate, Mike.
Now, Donnie, I know I'm joking, but what I'm saying is, see these images, see how they spread out? We're tracking them. So what exactly are we tracking that they're able to just change?
Well,
bro, there is footage of one location when we first tried the SLS, and we picked up a little stick figure outside. We came inside. I heard a door slam at the location. So I went to investigate, came back. They got something on the SLS camera. And what they had on that SLS camera jumped on the table and punched me in the head to the point where I got a headache.
Damn.
And it looked like a praying mantis, but it also looked like something out of Star Wars. It was like triangulated hits on my head. And I thought I was going to have a goose egg next morning, but I didn't. But I still had a nasty headache on that side.
What? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. So, wait a minute. So the praying mantis part was correct?
Hey, it does look like that now and again. We call it discombobulated was what Doc used the other night.
All right. Rick, I don't know if you're eating pizza, I say pizza, or if you're smoking illegal substances. I don't know what you're doing over there leaning on the camera.
Yes.
But
There's nothing illegal anymore, as far as I know.
Rick's big
Right,
on
recreational here in Rhode
he's
Island.
big on the that special K, what do they call
Special
it?
K.
Croc stuff that turns you. Never mind. I don't want to talk about Rick's issues. Rick, what I'm asking you is, what you just saw, Donnie got hit by it. Now,
Not by that one.
but by a praying mantis shape.
Yes, it's another clip. I'm not even sure you guys have access to it.
See, buddy, I told you don't have access to everything. Now, Rick, what are you thinking when you see this?
I'm thinking we got the Cocapelli man on the right, and then the creepy guy, the creepy crawl red guy.
No, but what are we capturing? Like, in other words,
well, I think the technology is it picks up shapes that, like, if there was a real person standing in front of it, you'd see the stick figure like that looks like a stick figure.
So it's picking up shapes that don't exist.
Actually, it'll map you the same way.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Now, see, I speak for the dumb. I am proud president of the dumb, spelled with 2 M's. And thank you for explaining that because I was confused. So what we're saying is, all right, that would map me out the same way it's mapping that out. So now I'm even more terrified because the way the red thing moves.
Like a child kicking.
Right? Like Rob.
Actually, it was known that a child was in that room. Funny you say that.
That's not really funny.
It's named Donnie?
Scary. Now,
knock it off, Donnie.
You're scaring Magic Rob.
Rick, I got a question. Does Rob need glasses? He's having trouble with the names, seeing
It's
them.
a tiny phone. I'm not used to a phone this small.
All right. Just checking on that. Secondly, are we in agreement that these figures moved like we would move? So now, I guess my stupidity is back into play. Rob, if you're gonna do a magic trick and put this red guy in a box, like it looks like we're about to do,
looks like a contortionist,
right?
Yeah, I can fit it.
What is the deal? What is the deal with grape nuts? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you seeing here?
It started levitating. It started.
Well, you had your guy on the right, your purple sitting down, and then it's a classic like out of the movie where exactly right there where it crawls up onto the wall. It's doing the Matrix. Yeah,
Michael Jackson move.
The back crawl. I think we've seen that in every major
you know what
haunting movie.
Well, you know what? No, I know this is Michael. The purple one is Mike. He's doing. Those are Michael Jackson's moves. Watch this dude. Watch his arms.
Yeah, it looks like
crotch.
Yeah.
But the red one is like literally, dude.
It's bubbles.
The red one's, yeah, come on. That red thing's bizarre as all hell. Right,
yeah, I mean, if that's tracking something that's actually there, that's pretty bizarre.
Yeah.
Look at this.
3 ounce.
Uh-oh. He's popping and locking.
Let me put it this way. If I had that on my screen in my house on a video and I was watching, like, because we have a monitor for my daughter, but I saw that thing moving around my room, I would definitely move her out of the room.
So, all right. Here's the thing with those apps, cameras, those things. They pick up things, right? And I don't know if it's glitches or if they're real, but like, there's no way. Like, in other words, the shape, buddy, the way that thing moved, the red thing.
Right. I mean, all right.
No
So let me just kind of throw something out there. All right. So it's a camera that's picking up on energy. Now, is the energy going to be completely depicted as like one of us would be, as a full human form standing up, or is it going to be jumbled and compiled because it's not necessarily a physical form? That's what I'm taking from this. I think it's just,
so not catching every movement, but like snapshots of movement, so it looks like it's animated too fast, so it's not like
yeah, maybe, or it's just not as concrete as we are, you know. It's not
You off
standing
concrete, buddy.
necessarily. It's kind of like spinning in midair. I don't know, but it's definitely picking up on something for that matter. So.
Hey, Roxanne. Just one half of Roxanne, the right side of Roxanne. What did
I don't
you?
know. She went for a slice of pizza.
Yeah, the right.
Yeah,
the
I'm
right,
gonna only do half.
the right side of Roxanne.
My good side. I'm gonna
Yes,
do my
the
good
right
side.
It's the right side. So
Yep.
Roxanne's right side.
Mhm.
What do you make of these cameras and what they're picking up?
You don't want my honest opinion.
No, we don't.
I'm gonna actually plead the fifth on this one.
All right. See, I think Donnie would rather hear your honest opinion because I don't think Donnie. No offense to you, Roxanne, or Donnie. I don't think either one of you give a shit. It don't matter.
Okay, I think one of them was a spider.
I've actually been skeptical.
Was a spider.
I was
Okay.
skeptical
So if
before
you
I
look
ever
at the-
got one.
If you actually look at the geometry of a freaking spider, it most likely was a spider. The secondary one, okay, kind of looks humanistic, but I don't know. I haven't worked with these personally. I can't tell you 100% unless I work with them and I see the spirit and then I see them on those things to say if they are or they aren't. So that's why I'm going to plead the fifth because I really don't know.
We should do a test out ghost gear. You know what I mean? Like episodes where we go to a certain location. You know, we have wanted locations and take out some gear so we all get used to it. So
that would be cool, Rick. I would be down for that.
Can I ask Donnie a question quick?
Sure thing.
I think it was the legit Mr. Mike King Mike that said it. But Don, did you experience like a push or like something from this video, or was this something else unrelated?
No, this was a whole different video when we first tested the camera.
Sorry, I apologize. I'm mustard. I'm trying
This
to catch
this
up.
was actually at Hanover Tavern. It's the oldest working tavern in Virginia, I believe. And it's actually where Patrick Henry had a job there for a belief.
Nice.
Oh, very cool.
Epic. I love
I'm just
it.
curious. I'm just curious where the thought of someone being pushed at this location we were watching came into view. Did you feel like there was
No. It came in for me talking about another location where I got punched in the head.
Oh, you got actually punched?
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
By a pretty
I've been
What happened there,
off
Donnie?
the
Tell us.
staircase. I have been bitten. I have been burned. I have been scratched. It's like riding horses. Hey, if you're going to do it long enough, you're going to have it all.
Wow.
All right. So, guys,
Okay.
what I'm dealing with is Roxanne is using Rhode Island terminology when she says geometry of a spider. I don't even know where to start with that. And then Donnie has said multiple times, no offense, Donnie, very Virginian things that you lose me on like the second or third adjective. Like you've got like a very quick tongue about saying something. What was the last thing you just said? That was like
he got burnt, he got bit,
yeah, exactly right. You get burnt, you get bit, you get something. It rolls.
I've been shoved off a staircase. I have been bitten. I have been scratched. I have been burned. And it's like riding horses. If you haven't been stepped on, thrown, kicked, or squashed, you haven't been doing it right.
Is that terrifying? Donnie? Is that terrifying to be bitten and scratched and pushed downstairs?
No, it just pisses me off and makes me want to do it more.
You are a tougher man than I.
So I'm pretty new to this.
Donnie,
has everybody here had a ghost experience?
Many.
What do you mean by experience there, Rob?
I would love to hear it. I mean, if you guys haven't done it before, I would love to hear it.
No, I mean, what do you mean by experience?
Experiencing something that's unexplainable, paranormal.
Thousands.
That seems magical, if you will.
Yeah, buddy.
Wow, that's a great definition for experience. Magical.
Hey, come on, you know.
Excuse me, gentlemen.
Ooh, I like your experience.
I hate to say it, but being a Virginia gentleman, the lady had a question, I think.
Oh, sorry.
Here we go. Hey, all you, Donnie.
Thank you,
all
Donnie.
you, Donnie. All you.
So, Donnie, I have a question for you because we always have this first entry question. I know I get this a lot. Is what started me in what I do? So, what started you into the paranormal that keeps you in it, whether you've been scratched, bitten, thrown down the stairs? Because most people in one reaction would run for the hills. So, I'm always curious to see what keeps you in it. there has to be a passion or something that you're looking for.
I started seeing ghosts at about the age of 5 in an old farmhouse that we rented. From that point on, we moved to another place, and I found spirits there, and I saw them and listened to them. And then they're not following me. It's just the locations I'm at seems to be, I can see, feel, sense them being there. And it's like, the reason I got into this is because, like I said, it was cleansing houses of negative energy, and I bump into spirits. But then I got called to, hey, we got this happening. We're hearing this noise, that noise, seeing this, seeing that. And I'd show up and with the team, and we'd start. What the whole thing that got me was we could open communication between the two worlds with the gear and all, and with the people there. And when they're doing renovation stuff of an old place, especially around this area, the spirits get aroused and they want a part and say in what's going on with their house. So you open up that door, and then peace comes in. One location that the ex and I did was a family's home, and this one room they kept closed, and we didn't know why. But when we both walked in, we felt death. Come to find out, the old couple that lived there, that was their house. And the wife died in that room, and he ended up staying there for a while, and then he died. But they didn't like the fact that that door was closed, and they didn't like the fact of the color they were getting ready to paint that room.
Yeah,
Sorry, Donnie, I'm sorry. I'm trying to work this thing. The screen is now going like full screen on me. All right, I'm sorry, I can continue.
So Donnie, I'll take over from Mike because Mike is obviously losing his king crown.
No. What? What?
Oh, wait. Where's the crown?
No whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Stop.
No, wait. Where's the crown?
Yeah, no. You don't go.
Wait,
near
hold
the
on. I'm gonna
screen.
take the crown
Move
from Mike
on.
right now.
Move on, Roxanne. Move on.
Wait,
Play nice, friend.
We're gonna overthrow the king in a minute. So, no, I really understand where you're coming from, and I think it's so beautiful to hear that, because I think anybody who's actually listening to the podcast tonight, or who may listen later on, may take that very much information that you gave tonight and really understand that, like, wow, there's someone else out there that was like got into the paranormal or got into this because of similar things. You know, a lot of times I find that we're always searching for something, and sometimes, you know, we end up in the paranormal. But I feel like it sounds like when you go into people's houses, does it seem to get the energies seem to get a lot lighter after you leave?
According to the families, yes.
Okay. So you brought in paranormal investigators, but at the same time, a lot of times that stirs it up. But someone who's going to come in later, right? Especially if it's something just very minute or so forth, you're bringing an energy and a light into the room that's clearing the energy or giving them some kind of validation, or what I call paranormal aftercare. So I have to commend you for that, because you may not understand that maybe you're doing it, or it's just kind of one of those things you keep hearing over and over again, but it is something that you're doing. And I don't see that very often in the paranormal. So I have to say thank you so much, Donnie, for doing that, because more and more people need to understand the whole point of getting into this is to understand it, but also to create a healing and a space for people to live in the human realm and also live with the spiritual realm. So thank you so much for doing that.
Well, one thing you may have missed, me lady, is I'm a Reiki master.
So you create that energy when you walk in a room naturally?
No, I don't create it unless I'm asked to do anything. I just feel the energy.
Right.
You know what, buddy?
That's awesome. I love that, Donnie. Thank you so much for that. And keep
Buddy,
spreading your light.
I want to ask you what you just thought of that, because you were listening intently.
That was a wonderful discourse, and I enjoyed it tremendously to hear the back and forth. They hear about aftercare as an investigator, not just to go in and say, "Hey, your house is haunted. Bye later." And just
See you later.
do things afterwards for these people, and just continuously to be there. I had a woman that used to call me constantly. We talk on the phone for like 45 minutes at a time. Hey, how's your day? What's going on? She'd tell me about stuff that's happening or stuff that's not happening. It would dwindle down. So it's nice to be involved with these people and to show them that you actually give a shit and that you're there to actually help them and not just to help yourself.
People nowadays need that.
When I go into someone's house, and especially if I bring in other paranormal investigators or to record anything, you know, at the end of the day, it's to help the client. But I also let them know and have them sign disclosure that say that this is also an educational thing, that we're trying to understand this and other people are trying to understand this to better this situation. But I'm not going to leave you, you know, after this investigation. I'm going to continue to help you and guide you through this to live your life in your home without as much disturbance as possible or understand it. And I think that's an amazing thing. So
I get clients from years ago that still reach out and say, "Hey, buddy, this is going on. That's not going on." You know, so it's good to stay in touch, to be that, you know, just that solid person in their lives when it comes to this.
Indeed. Indeed. A lot of people nowadays don't know where to go. They don't know who to trust.
Right.
They don't know
you guys are the same mindset as I am. Sweet.
it's beautiful, Donnie. Keep up the good work, you know, and it's good that your community has you. And thank you so much for
Rick
coming on and sharing your story with us.
Rick, does this make you feel like you do less?
Yeah, it does. Donnie, I want you to hold me, brother. I need to be held. I need to be hugged.
Listen.
Oh, thank you.
Come in.
Oh, I'm in. I'm there. Oh,
buddy,
there
is
you
it,
are. You know,
buddy,
seriously, you seem like a cool dude. If I'm ever in Virginia, I'm going to look you up.
Oh, please do.
Right
Yeah,
on.
I'm
If
sure.
you're ever up north, Block Island's beautiful.
A lot of haunted sites.
And haunted as all hell.
Well, I've run all the way up to Hinsdale House and a couple other places up that way.
End Zone House by like Foxborough?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
I don't know what anyone's saying. I got to be honest. I must be deaf. I don't know what words I'm hearing. I keep hearing a conversation go back and forth, but I don't know what I'm hearing.
I've actually been to Wildwood,
Block Island service.
which is right next to it.
Mike, I think he was saying last time he was up north, he went to the end zone to watch the Patriots probably win a football game. That's what I was reading.
Buddy, what are you playing? Buddy, shut up your computer.
Wow,
Buddy, shut up
someone's
your
having
computer.
a fun time.
Buddy,
playing.
shut up
It ain't
your
me.
computer.
Amen.
I'm clear. I didn't do it.
Buddy, did you
I'm
not
clear.
know someone from your computer? You didn't hear that?
I heard it, but it wasn't Buddy.
That was interesting.
I think it
Wasn't
was
me.
This guy.
conjuring up some magical potions or something.
I don't want any about magical potions
Is it
after
about
what I
that?
just heard. I'll tell you that much.
What? It's about that. Or what?
Buddy, that's weird. That was very weird of you. I'm just gonna be.
That
a little
wasn't me,
honest.
Mike, but it was weird.
Can I just because, buddy, sorry, I'm
No.
looking. It's so hard to see the words. Oh, Donnie, sorry, yeah, there we go. Donnie pointed me out for interrupting Roxanne. I apologize for that, but I did want to ask because everybody seemed to chime in pretty hard on this, and I'm curious if we have enough time and if
Okay.
anybody's willing to tell your ghost stories.
I got the
because there's a
entire
reason
night.
that I got into magic, and I'm wondering why you guys got into ghosts. So, you know,
That's a whole nother episode, I think.
Rob,
maybe.
so, I'm gonna answer for everybody.
Got it.
Just because why not?
The mayor of Ghost Town. Let's go.
Donnie, no, I would not be the mayor. I wouldn't even be connected
He's like
to
the
the whole
sheriff.
board.
He's not the
Yeah, I don't want nothing to do with it. Donnie, since he was 5, saw ghosts, and he's been interested in it, and it's developed throughout his life. Buddy just wants to be famous because he's handsome. Roxanne, no, actually, Ocean State Paranormal, Buddy started like 10 years ago, so they've been doing ghost investigation. Roxanne can read people's minds. We don't have to go further than that.
Well, I can actually speak for myself.
Oh, Christ.
So
I mean,
Here we
I
go.
mean, no, my bad. I mean,
Actually, is it cool if Rick goes first?
No.
This is an awesome family.
I just like watching these guys. That's what I do.
Listen,
up,
this is like a little boxing show. It's like bing bing, who's in next?
You know what?
Family.
Can I tell you guys something? Donnie, you're going to be the first one to hear this news. So I went up to Block Island See, I
Are
just
you
said it
still
was-
cutting me off? He's
Yes,
totally.
I am. Wait, I'm not done yet though.
Wait
I
till
went
he
up
mutes
there,
you.
I'm muting
and
myself.
Roxanne punched me in the liver, in the back, for no reason, just because she wanted to prove who ran the island. That's what she said before she hit me.
Mm.
She used the B word. It was like, "Bitch, who runs the island?" I was like, "What the?" It was brutal. So
Brutal.
take her with a grain of salt. Roxanne, go ahead, continue. I'm sorry I cut you off, but it's true. You did hit me.
It's probably where Amy hit her.
And then the
could have
cat.
been. It could have been when Amy hit me. It could have been. That could be a thing.
So go ahead. I'm sorry I cut you off. Continue. Are you gonna do that? Where I let you go and then you don't go? Like I'm sorry I cut you off. Please continue.
I'm not
doing
even
it.
sure where this is going.
Doing it. Doing it.
I just
I'm
asked
just
Rick the
watching
story.
a happy family.
Roxy, see, that's the thing, Donnie. What's great about the Northeast is that we're unhappy as a happy family. You can't be too happy.
It's just all right. Then I'll say
So
dysfunctional family.
I will say this. Did you guys hear me?
Yeah, buddy.
You guys.
Did we hear
didn't
you?
me, right?
Your mouth
Wow,
is
Spirit
closed.
must have blocked me out for a reason.
What's
So,
the spirit?
Mr. Rob, the reason why I started what I do is because since I was a kid, I saw things that most people didn't see. And then I continued on my journey. My grandmother said certain things that she could understand. Many, many other things she could not. And I had to educate myself. And I continue to educate myself. I do not know it all, even though I want to, but I cannot. So I always have to second guess myself in a way, let other people challenge me on certain things, because that makes you better at what you do and to sharpen your tools every day. So yes, I'm a psychic medium and I do many, many different things. And I have a lot of psychic abilities, but it's not perfect. It is an ever running ring of things. But it has its challenges, but it also has its many blessings. So that's what I'll leave you with.
We are forever growing in our gifts.
Yes, I developed the belief in the paranormal in 2007. Now I'll explain to you what happened. The New England Patriots were undefeated.
Oh.
We're going into the Super Bowl against my New York.
You're breaking
Football
up.
Giants.
Mike,
Once,
speaking to the mic, you're breaking up.
David Tyree caught that ball.
Don't cross talk on podcasts.
I believe in everything
cross talk
paranormal.
on podcasts.
I'm sorry. Just want to say
I
we
love
beat
hockey.
Brady twice. So now, Donnie, I want to thank you for the clips. Roxanne's camera's making me dizzy. Buddy, I want to thank you for being stoic and in the middle square, like Whoopi
I do
Goldberg.
the best I can. I hold everything together here in the middle.
I'll go with the center square, buddy, for the win.
He's our goalie today.
Yeah, he is. He's kind of a goalie. Donnie, I want to thank you again. Let's go around the horn for last words. Rick, last words.
Last words for tonight. Donnie, thank you for hanging out with us. Please come back and hang out anytime. I would love to come down to Virginia and hang out with you, see you do your thing. Block Island stuff. Club Soda opens tomorrow night. Most haunted bar on Block Island. Rob and I do trivia there on Monday nights this summer. Tours are open for bookings now. We have a bunch of great weekends with guests coming out for all weekend long. Ghost tours, escape rooms, bar crawls. And then I'll let you Magic tell what he does. And love you guys. Peace.
So if you're on Block Island and you're listening to this podcast and you want to see Magic, we have a show. It's close up. There's going to be more than me this year. We also have Block Island ghost tours and all that. We got sign language from Bobby in the middle. I know a little bit, buddy. Bobby, what?
Ricky Bobby.
Yeah. So if you're in Block Island looking for that, that's cool. Donnie, thank you for tonight. I'm joining in. I'm fresh to this. Rick brought me as a guest because we're making pizza tonight. So thanks everybody. But I would love to meet Donnie. I mean, any of you guys. If you ever on Block Island, please let me know. I'm into it. I'm a magician. I'm a magician for a reason, because paranormal stuff, we try to figure out how to make it happen and make it believable, So that's the magic. The goal is magic. So I appreciate all of this stuff and I love all of it. Thank you, Roxanne, as well, for indulging us in all of that info. But yeah, thank you for letting me on the podcast. This is great.
I'm trying to figure out buddy, last words.
She's all over the place.
Yeah,
Oh boy, Donnie, thank you for joining us. The clips were wonderful. The other clips that you had were wonderful. We'll have
Like
to
I
have
said, if you want me back, I'll be there.
do the Trans-Allegheny and all the really sick paranormal stuff with kids. So the stuff that Mike don't believe in that's actually real. So I thank you for your commitment as a paranormal investigator. It's refreshing to hear somebody else that like takes it so seriously and takes it to the next level like you do. I appreciate that. I also appreciate that you're from Virginia. If I ever had won the lottery, I would take a month or two and just travel Virginia. I absolutely love the state. I travel through it all the time, and I don't spend enough time in Virginia. Speaking of Virginia, no, not speaking of Virginia. Speaking of great things, Sunday night at 7:05. If you're not doing anything, tune in live. 7:05, right?
Yeah.
We will be hosting Legit Paranormal with our guest Roland Comtois, local medium, rock star of Purple Papers, and oh my God, everything else. Join us live. God knows what Roland's going to bring to the table. This is his first interview in over 4 years, and he just started back on the road with his Purple Paper messages, and it should be absolutely tremendous. It's going to be a full house on Sunday night. It's live at 7:05.
Would you say Purple Paper messages 3 times to me?
Purple Paper messages. Purple Paper messages. Purple Paper messages.
I like that. Roxanne, what do you get to say to wrap up?
I just want to say, Donnie, thank you so much for being a Southern gentleman. I think these Northern boys could learn something from you Southern men. So thank you so much for that. As well as I would love to see more of the things that you do. So anybody who's listening, bewitchedofsituate.com, Bewitched of Situate at Facebook, Instagram. I love to see all this stuff and it's fantastic. And again, thank you. Always love Miami Dolphins. And Legit podcast for hosting. So thank you, all of you. And come see us on Block Island, Bewitched on the Block. Let's go.
Donnie, you have anything you want to say before we wrap up?
Actually, come see the rest of the evidence that on my YouTube channel, Spirit Guys Paranormal. And the way I always sign off is peace, love, and ghosts. Y'all take care, and we're in your corner if you ever need us.
Awesome.
Attaboy,
Thank you so much.
I got to figure out how to do that, man. Let me just do it the way I do it because I don't know how to do it that cool. So for Roxy, the legit witch, for my friend Donnie in Dark, for Ghost Rick from Block Island with his buddy the magician, Rob, for Buddy, Money, there. It is me, Mike Leppy King, Mike Elders was a legit paranormal clip brought to you by legitpodcast.com. We will see you again next week. Tomorrow night we have Dave and the big
like Ted Nugent in the Crazy Generation of the Rock Generation. Making the noise difference right here.
Holy Christ almighty, I don't know what was going to say.